Are you locked in for what could turn out to be one of the craziest weeks for XRP yet? Potential BlackRock ETF listing, and is Ripple trying to buy Uphold? All of that we'll try and break down in this video, as well as taking a look at some key charts and why people are now calling for a massive run on XRP. $908, $4,813, or maybe even a $9,000 XRP in the future. Well, you know what we're going to do. We're going to break those price predictions down and all the latest news. So hit that like and subscribe button for more, and let's get into it. So there is a rumor swirling right now that Ripple potentially could be looking to buy Uphold. Now, I'm just going to state for the record, I don't think this is the case. What I actually think is that there is a potential for some bigger players in the markets to grab hold of it. John Deaton seems to be the root cause of this discussion. He says here, crypto attorney John Deaton has just added fuel to the XRP debate by publicly speculating that Uphold, the platform most synonymous with XRP support, could be snapped up by a major player. He has a list of potential buyers including Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, Gemini, Robinhood, Ripple, and even some big names from the traditional finance world like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, Citi, and PayPal. Now, the reality here is that Uphold is in a rare position. According to the latest transparency data, XRP accounts for an amazing $4.54 billion of the platform's $6.61 billion in total reserves. That's roughly 69% of all assets held is at XRP. So the fact of the matter is, though, we do know the CEO of Uphold, Simon McLaughlin, isn't just a bullish advocate for cryptocurrency. He's actually a believer in XRP. So could it be that Uphold goes to Ripple? I mean, it's possible. I think it's pretty unlikely. And I think what Uphold does is offer that liquidity to bring to the financial markets. We know the SEC case is over. I believe we're going to see a BlackRock ETF. I think that could even come this week, as well as maybe a Fidelity one and many others. I truly believe that we're going to see two key things: the ETF filings from BlackRock and a potential XRP treasury, which could be wow. We know that Trump announced about, a month ago that XRP would be deemed. He suddenly backtracked and said maybe not XRP. Well, all of that was while the SEC case was going on. That's now done. Any legal challenge, framework, or problems is gone. And this is why I think we're going to start to see some very big moves when it comes to XRP, and more importantly, that buying for the reserves. So keep your eyes peeled on it. Whether Uphold's for sale or not, it's a debate. It'd be pretty crazy if it would be, but I'm not too sure. But with all of that, with the SEC, that does pave the way for a significant uptrend in the price of XRP. Namely, the big move for, well, a couple of dollars, maybe even $20. Some people think we could even see bigger than that. The fact of the matter is, though, that the model store of value demand could reach $530 trillion, even a conservative adoption scenario, assuming 10% of global transactions utilize the XRPL. And I think this is important. Many people will tell you, oh, XRP is going to go $50 or it's going to go $200. I think when you start to work through the narrative of what the XRPL can offer, and I talked about this on an Ondo Finance video earlier on, definitely go and check that one out. But it says here, by 2030, results are that 4,813 price forecast when it comes to XRP. How do we get to that point? $700 billion in total daily transactional volume, 1 second transactional speed, 56.5 billion XRP in the circulating supply, a 10% discount rate, and a 5-year adoption horizon by 2030. Could all align to a massive price. Now, there are a couple of things that need to happen. This whole $56.5 billion XRP circulating supply needs to go somewhere, whether banks buy it, finance markets buy it, treasuries buy it, whatever it is. That has to go in order for us to start to see a significant uptrend. Whenever we start talking about a 3-figure XRP, this has to happen. Huge further adoption has to come in, and people need to be starting to use the XRPL. So how do you get people to do that? Well, you advance it, you build on it, and you make sure you have a new permission DEX and enabling institutional DeFi access. If you haven't been following my channel, you know that I've been talking about Ethereum for the last 2 months. The fact that institutional adoption is coming, Wall Street money is coming to Ethereum. Well, I actually think a proportion of that is now going to come into DeFi and through XRP. The fact is, right now, institutional money won't touch DeFi. They won't touch it because it isn't regulated. There isn't enough knowledge about it. And the reality is they're going to buy Bitcoin ETFs. But a landmark shift in decentralized finance is unfolding as institutional access expands through on-ledger compliance framework, setting the stage for real-world financial integrations on the blockchain. This means Wall Street can buy DeFi, and I think that's going to be a big deal. Ripple shared on June 25th in the blog post, the XRP ledger now supports a permissioned decentralized exchange model tailored for regulated institutions. This is the final piece in the puzzle, if you ask me, when you start to build out the Ripple ecosystem. We have banks, we have liquidity, we have institutional adoption, we have product, and now we have DeFi. The reality is there isn't much left to build out. The only thing we're missing is actually the investment from some of these big narratives. And if you want to invest in the cryptocurrency markets, don't forget to check out my new exchange partner, BitUnix, offering you some brilliant sign-up bonuses, as well as offering all your favorite leverage trade cryptocurrencies out there. As always, do be mindful. Leverage trading is risky, but the rewards can be very, very beneficial as well. With new sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and available all over the globe, check out the link in the description. Get signed up to BitUnix, one of the best platforms out there to trade all of your favorite cryptocurrencies, including the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP as well. So definitely go and check them out right now. So what's going on in the price? Well, again, look at this. XRP is playing out perfectly within this wedge. I've been talking about this now for a week. Watch out. This week is coming. We close on a very strong candle here. We've got 15 minutes of time recording this video. This is the next big candle. This week is critical for XRP. I expect us to retest 225 and then for breakout, we could be starting to see 262. You know, I've talked about that number forever. That could be on the cards this week, as well as a potential rally to $112,000 on Bitcoin. So watch out. It's about to get crazy. We're going to be covering it all here on the channel, so make sure you're dialed in, you're subscribed. No one else is giving you this alpha except this channel, so do me a favor and make sure you subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.